Here with the McLaren 720S, and today we're going to answer some questions a lot of people have been asking us. How much horsepower is this McLaren 720S, and is that why it is so fast? So today we're heading up to the dyno. We're going to dyno the 720 and a McLaren MP412C. That way we have some good comparisons of how much horsepower. We know how much the 12C makes, and we'll see how much more the 720 makes. I just put the sport exhaust on the car, and it sounds much better than the regular non-sport exhaust. Let's see if you can see in here. We got the dark tips. And inside, I'll show a picture of the canister as well. So it saved about 7 pounds. Sounds way better, especially when we're on throttle as well. So I'm gonna give it a quick cold start up, head up to the dyno, and let's see what it does.
A few moments later.
Alright, looks like we're here. Fitzgibbon Performance. Let's see where we're at. Alright, so we're at Fitzgibbon Performance. This place is pretty incredible. Look at this. I mean, I don't think I've seen a shop in South Florida like this. It's like a big party in here, man. Yeah. Wow. This is
Richard Fitzgibbon.
Richard Fitzgibbon. Yeah. You're the owner?
I'm the owner.
Yep, awesome. Yeah. Wow, what a place.
Good stuff, thank you.
So here we're going to dyno it, but we should just have a party instead. Jeez.
Yeah.
Look at this. What kind of motor is that down there?
Gallardo block.
Is that my Gallardo block?
Might be. It's got a crackle block.
That's fine. This is pretty funny. He's got my old Gallardo twin turbo block down here that we cracked. And turned out to be a really nice table. Wow. That's pretty sweet. All right, what else we got?
Just a little walk to the vent. We have reception, just the offices.
Offices. Well, let's check out the dyno.
All right.
So right now they're taking off the diffuser on the 720 over there. In order to dyno this car, we got to take off the rear diffuser. It's kind of a pain in the ass because there's nowhere to strap down the car. So we got this, it's coming up on the lift now, and they'll take it off. And then we get it down on the dyno. Dedicated dyno room.
Dyno room, test cell, fly-proof room.
So what kind of dyno is this?
Superflow.
Superflow. All right. Got a lot of fans there. Good.
Yeah. We got
It's like quiet in here too. It's like sound insulated.
When the doors are shut, you can't hear anything.
Wow.
We can tell all sorts of stories.
Uh-huh.
But 2,500 horsepower.
Okay.
2,000 foot-pounds of torque.
Right.
Adjustable wheelbase.
Yep.
And it'll get the job done. Load bearing, so.
Yeah, nice to have it in the ground so you don't have to drive up and lift up the car and everything too. So with the McLaren, we have to do it in linked mode, right? Is that how you did Jimmy's?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because the car freaks out if the front wheels aren't spinning, so we gotta.
Yeah, so all wheels are
link
spinning.
it. All wheels are spinning when we dyno it. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And we'll see what it's got.
Have you dynoed other McLarens here before?
Yes.
Which other ones?
We've done 12C.
Okay.
570.
All right.
Haven't had a chance to do 12 with the 650.
Okay. 675.
675. Haven't got a chance to do that. But
Okay.
we'll do a 720 today.
All right, we got 720. All right, cool. All right, so look what we found here. LP580 VF supercharged Huracan. Everyone's been asking to see one of these race the 720, and we got one right here. Let's check it out. So how much power did this put down?
This put down, we got it just under 800 horsepower.
800 horsepower to the wheels?
Yeah.
Holy crap. So 800 wheel horsepower out of rear wheel drive. It must spin a lot.
Yeah.
That's a really clean install.
Yeah, we did the install here, paint match everything. Kind of meticulous when it comes to
You didn't try it down the quarter mile yet or anything? No performance numbers?
one time.
One time.
We won't speak of it.
I'm rich. Look at that. That's his name, by the way. He's not just bragging.
It's a fun car. Makes some power.
Maybe we should do some rolls.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll race in the All right, so diffuser's off. We're lowering the car back down. We should be ready to dyno soon. Here's the piece that we took off. So this diffuser had to come off so we could strap down the car on the dyno. Alright, so we're strapping down the car. Diffuser off. I think this is the cleanest dyno I've ever seen. It is. Wow.
This is dirty.
This is dirty? Oh man, I don't know. All right, so there we go. Got the dyno results, and pretty amazing. It made 691 horsepower to the wheels on this dyno. And we got some comparisons against my buddy Jimmy's 12C dyno, which put down 560. So if you add up the 10%, it's not 800 horsepower in the car, but it's more like a McLaren 770S is what I would say, because it's making about 765 horsepower. That's giving roughly a 9 to 10% drivetrain loss. It's pretty hot in here. I think it could actually make over 700 if we let it cool, but there's a line of cars waiting to get in here, so we're gonna let other people come in. So that explains why this car is so fast. Only weighs 3,180 pounds, runs 9s in the quarter mile. It's just awesome. Alright, so there you go. That's the results for dyno of the McLaren 720S. Thanks to Rich over at Fitzgibbon Performance for having us over. It's kind of a pain to dyno the McLaren. You got to remove the rear diffuser as you saw us doing in the video. That way we can get the car strapped down properly. Also, the McLaren doesn't really like to only spin the rear wheels, so this dyno is actually linked. So that's why you saw all 4 wheels spinning on the dyno instead of just the rear 2 on the McLaren. Obviously the McLaren's just rear wheel drive, not all wheel drive, so that explains why you saw all 4 wheels spinning in the dyno. The dyno shows 691 horsepower to the wheels, and what does that mean? Well, you know, a 10% loss would put that at 770 horsepower. 13% loss would put that at 794 horsepower. How much is it really making? It's hard to say. I really don't know what the driveline loss on his car. McLaren states that the car makes 710 horsepower. Obviously, it's making a lot more than that just based on the performance numbers, running 9s in the quarter mile at well over 140 miles an hour. We do have some comparison numbers to compare it against the stock MP412C on the same dyno, which made 564 horsepower. So the 720 made 127 more horsepower than a stock 12C. And again, you know, the 12C could be underrated as well. I mean, those cars are running really fast. 12C is supposed to have 616 horsepower. That could be making much more as well. But nevertheless, those are the results. 691 horsepower to the wheels of the 720S. Pretty good numbers. I think it's about what people expected. Whether or not it's making 770 horsepower, 800 horsepower, it all depends on what number you want to drop in for the driveline loss. But I would probably put this car at a good solid 775 horsepower based on the quarter mile numbers that it's performing and the weight and just how well it does all around. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. We've got some races coming up with the McLaren 720S. We got a long line of contenders. We got 800, 900, 1,000 horsepower Hellcats, Turbo Vipers, Performante, and some other stuff, so I want to give it a try. So we'll have some more videos.